Hey, welcome. It's Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Another one of the wine reviews we do. It's getting to be the almost time for Easter and the Easter feast, and actually the wines for Easter are pretty much the same as the wines for Thanksgiving. But what can you do about that? They're all good. And what we have today is a wine I found at Costco, though it isn't a Costco wine. You can find it elsewhere. And it's not all that much cheaper at Costco. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it's under $15. The Raymond Prüm Essence Mosel Riesling 2023. The Prüm winery in the Mosel region, the family goes back to the 1100s, and the winery itself goes back to the 1850s. Raymond Prüm is the dad of the current owner. It's his daughter now runs it, but this is one of his wines. The Moselle is a river valley that comes from France, and it runs into Germany for 100 and something miles. It hits the Rhine, and then from the Rhine it goes into the ocean. And it's a deep river valley. I mean, the sides are steep. It is permeated with slate, which they said is from a floor of a huge ocean from a couple million years ago, and it's still there. And the slate is so prized that if there's a storm comes through and the slate, there can be big chunks of slate, and it falls down the hill, they go and pick it up and put it back to where it was. It's very steep, and often it's mechanically harvested grapes, but they said this one is 100% hand harvest. Now I'm going to take a sip because it's good in my glass. Hold on. The Moselle is said to be the best place on earth to growing Riesling grapes. And I have heard wine experts who know a whole lot more than I do say that it is a better growing region than Napa, than parts of Bordeaux, than the Piedmont. I mean, what it does for Riesling is better than what any other growing region does for their grapes. So this is good. Now the essence, the Prüm Essence Mosel Riesling, is there's different quality ratings, and it's a decent quality. It's not like a table wine or anything, but it's not not the fancy ones where they got the name of the vineyard on it. And a matter of fact, this isn't all Prüm vineyards. They buy it from local growers, but the one thing they do for local growers, because they don't use fertilizers, and they don't use insect repellents and that type of thing. Everything is vegan, but I don't think it's vegan rated. Not vegan. Everything is organic, but it's not and it's vegan. So when they buy from a grower, they buy the entire yield of the harvest of their vineyard. So they actually control it by buying everything. So rather than getting a little bit of this vineyard here and a little bit of that vineyard there, where the vineyard owner is the one doing everything. Here are the vineyards. If you want that done and you're buying them all, yeah, I'll do it for you. No problem. We'll be organic. We'll be vegan. Well, actually, vegan is in the growing region. The wine is vegan because at the fining region, at the very end, when they get all the yeast and all the grape bits out of the wine, they would typically use a compound with the egg whites that would coagulate. Did I say that right? All the lumps and bumps, which is the best way of doing it, but you can use minerals otherwise, and that's what they do. When they use minerals, then it's no eggs, so it's then vegan. I'm gonna take another sip. It is medium dry, which means it's a little bit sweet. And that isn't a bad thing, especially when these wines that have pretty good acidity to them. The sugar and the acidity balance each other out to where you get this nectar, like you get a really ripe piece of fruit and you bite into it, you don't go, oh, it tastes like candy. You get nectar sweetness to it. And that's what the flavors are here. And the flavors for this Riesling are all very easily identified. There's peaches and pears and tangerines and nectarines and that type of thing. There's a touch of sweetness to it, like candy spice in there. But like I said, you don't get this isn't it's on the sweeter side, but it's not a sweet wine at all. And it's 10.5 on the alcohol. It's low alcohol. So if you're having guests on Easter and you want to lower the alcohol, you want something that maybe they're not wine drinkers, and this is like very easy. This is very easy to understand if you're not into wine. There's no rough edges or lumps and bumps here. Just another sip. And it's just simple. It's easy to drink, easy to taste. It's got enough oomph in it. A ham would be just fine. As long as you're not serving food that's too over the top, would have drowned it out. It would probably do well. It'd probably cut through. It's got enough acidity to cut through and cleanse your palate. All the things that wine's supposed to do, this would do. So there you go. This is a wine that would work really well on a chill it and patio. Sit outside and have a drink with your friends. It'd be great. It'll work for the Easter. It'll work for if you remember at Thanksgiving. It should be around $15. It's a good wine. It's from a winery that's been around for a long time, knows how to make Riesling from one of the best Riesling areas in the whole world, if not the best. So there you go. That's Raymond Prüm, Mosel Riesling 2023. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. Like us, where you like your podcast. And keep it cheap, and I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days. Sooner or later it'll warm up. Adios. Bye-bye.